Hey guys, Dave here from Wolf in the Wild Survival with a Trailer Trash Tuesdays update on how I'm doing. I would have killed for a fort, even half as good as this, when I was a kid. So, to be honest, I'm still kind of having fun, feeling like a big kid. Um, I've been doing laundry at a friend's place, and that isn't really too much of a cheat on, you know, like my plans for driving across the country with this camper trailer and whatever, because I'll be stopping at laundromats and whatnot to do my laundry, probably most of the time. So I haven't had to wash my clothes like in the river or a lake or anything like that. I've been doing it at a friend's place. I haven't wild collected that much food. And what little I have wild collected, I've pretty much eaten right on the spot. And that mostly consists of like choke cherries and black raspberries. I've been eating a lot of those. I have had the opportunity to get wild meat. I just haven't actually taken the opportunity. Because really what I have right now is coolers. My fridge doesn't work right now. I still have to get solar panels and whatnot hooked up, deep cycle batteries, and then figure out, is this fridge good enough, or do I have to get a better one to run on solar power? And I do have that option, actually. I do have the ability to do that very easily. I just have to get the deep cycle batteries and the solar panels still. I haven't really done all that much other than work. So really, I've come in here and I've slept and I've, like entertained myself, whatever, and then I've worked. So not really a huge kind of video here for like the whole living situation. Other than something that I figured out like a while back, and I probably should have mentioned in an earlier video. Totally forgot. You have to keep everything very clean. If you slop food on the table, wipe it off right away. If you make a mess, clean it up. If you make dishes, do the dishes. You have to keep everything clean. Otherwise, you get bugs coming in, and especially ants. You don't want that in a camper trailer. It's a camper trailer. It's not a house. You are going to get some flies. You are going to get mosquitoes. You are going to get the odd spider or, whatever. But you want to minimize that as much as possible. It is what it is. So keeping the place clean is very, very, very important. And for that matter, garbage cans. Keep your garbage cans somewhat small. You don't want a big garbage can. Even if you have room for a big garbage can, you don't really want a big garbage can. You want to be cycling garbage out fairly quickly. You don't want to give it a chance to start to smell and attract insects or other wildlife that might possibly be around in your area, like black bears. So you definitely don't want to attract unwanted attention from any of the, creepy crawlies or critters or anything. All in all, when I first bought this thing, I thought this small amount of space, I'm going to be walking into things, I'm going to be bumping my head, I'm going to be, it's going to drive me nuts. Yeah, I have a little bit, but I'm starting to kind of adapt to my surroundings, and I'm not bumping into things quite so much. I'm not going nuts, slamming myself. But I have to be careful with my windows because they turn to open and close. There's like a key that turns, and they go like this. So if I'm outside and I'm walking past the campers, sometimes I might forget and rifle my shoulder into one, or if I'm getting something out of the storage compartment and then I stand up and wail my head. I don't want to break any more windows that are already broken in this thing, because it's probably going to be really expensive to fix. So that's something that I really have to keep tabs on. Now for probably the more interesting part. My experiment, my living situation, it almost ended in catastrophe. Or at least my ability to get to work. I've got pictures, and hopefully I'm going to be able to figure out how to get them up and show these pictures or whatever. But so I'm in the bathroom. I'm sort of getting my day started. I'm brushing my hair, brushing my teeth. I'm kind of doing my own thing, and it's really, really windy out. And there's a spruce tree sort of out and just over a little bit from my door. Well, spruce cones start falling on the top of the trailer. And when they hit the top of it's loud. Like, I've actually woken up to it once. It scared the ever-living daylights out of me. It freaked me right out. I thought somebody was throwing things at my trailer. I was waking up thinking, like, if you don't want me here, just say something. And I go to walk outside to tell whoever it is to knock it off. And it was pouring rain and, spruce cones falling down. So they hit pretty hard. My truck is basically parked under the spruce tree during this windstorm when the spruce cones start hitting the top of my roof for the second time. And I think, I've got a sunroof on my SUV. I should probably go and move that before a spruce cone goes right through the sunroof, and that's, one more thing that I got to deal with. Not 10 seconds later, a tree comes down. And not like a little tree either. I mean, it was a pretty good-sized tree. And, oh, baby, it scared the hell out of me. Wow, it made a lot of noise, because it fell directly behind my trailer, beside my truck, like, boom, right in almost the center. If it was 2 feet the other way, it probably would have roped my truck off. If it was 2 feet this way, it probably would have come right through the trailer and maybe even killed me, hitting the back of the trailer where I was standing. And I got home from work the next day, and I took, my camp axe that I keep around, and, I chopped it all up and I moved it out of the way and sort of cleaned up and whatever. So, I don't have this tree lying right behind my trailer or anything like that anymore. But I've actually got a pretty good dent, which you'll be able to see in one of the pictures. One of the branches off the tree, when it come down, it hit my my quarter panel, like the front passenger side fender, and left a heck of a dent. Now, as you can see by, the look of the SUV that I'm driving, I don't really care what it looks like, all in all. I don't, wax it and take care of the paint job and this and that, whatever. Chrome don't get you home, guys. It just doesn't, as long as it works right and does what it's supposed to do, that's what I care about. And, I'm not going to bother fixing a dent. I don't really care about that. And, I mean, it's got a bit of a story. So, the dent stays. I don't care. I don't care. I'm just glad that my truck didn't get destroyed, and I'm really glad that my trailer didn't get destroyed, because either way, that would have sucked. I don't know, man. It can't be luck of the Irish, because I'm not Irish, so luck of the Finnish. I don't know. Lucky me. So yeah, I'm super happy that nothing got damaged too badly, nothing got destroyed, and I'm still able to continue on with what I'm doing here, and I'm still having fun. I'm still enjoying myself. Other than that, that's really all I can think of talking about for this week. So we'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay wild.